Hello, my name is Ashton. I'm doing a Black History and Culture project, but before I talk to you about that, let me tell you about myself. So, like I previously stated, my name is Ashton Demong, and I'm a fifth grader at Mira Vista Elementary in California. I love sports like basketball. I love movies like Black Panther, and I truly love politics. And I hope you enjoy the work I've been doing on Black History and Culture and how it can be improved. Thank you. My project is trying to understand from students what can be improved and what they think can be taught about Black history and culture. This is important to me because representation is power and Black and multicultural studies are very important for all students. So let me tell you about the research I've been doing while I've been connecting with my fellow fifth grade peers. I conducted a full question e-survey asking fifth grade students at my school questions like what do you want to learn about Black history and culture? What have you learned about Black history and culture? Which ways do you want to learn about Black history and culture? And what can be improved about the teaching of Black history and culture in school? 41 students responded. I also did some really deep diving and research about what subjects and people could be taught in schools. I learned about great historical figures like Massa Musa, Katherine Johnson, Victor J. Glover, and other people who have changed the world. Let me tell you about the majority of students who participated. The majority of students at 67.5% were Latinx and Black students, and 32.5% identified as white, Asian, Pacific Islander, and other. Let me tell you something important. Let me tell you about the majority of how students rated the teaching of Black history and culture in schools. So the majority of fifth graders rated the teaching of Black history and culture in schools as excellent and great. So as you can see on the screen, I learned that fifth graders really think that the teaching of Black history and culture is excellent and good. However, when I asked them the question to share what they learned about Black history and culture, here's an overview of most responses. It tells me what they learned is very limited or doesn't have a lot of depth beyond Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and slavery, which is, my opinion, is not enough for fifth graders and students, period. I think they should have a broader view of the knowledge of Black history and culture, and I think they should know more.
Just as I have a dream that my four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
I also learned about what and how students want to learn about Black history and culture. Most fifth graders ranked as their first choice Black people in history and important Black people today. As their second and third choices, fifth graders want to learn about Black culture and media and important Black creations. Students didn't really want to learn about ancient African civilizations and social justice movements. These things are of interest to me and probably some other fifth graders, but I realize they're not as interesting to everyone. Thank you. Let me tell you the ways fifth graders want to learn about Black history and culture. Fifth graders want to learn about Black history and culture through guest speakers, videos, and movies, and books. What I have taken from that is they want to learn from people they don't see every day. One of the options I had was classroom instruction, but this wasn't as popular. They want to learn from TV shows and guest speakers. To learn about Black people they don't commonly know, like Fred Hampton, a young activist and chairman of the Black Panther Party in Chicago, who was sadly assassinated at the young age of 21 years old. Or Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was the ruler of the Kingdom of Mali from 1312 CE to 1337 CE. During his reign, Mali was one of the richest kingdoms of Africa, and Mansa was among the richest individuals in the world. Another great person that I want kids to learn about is Rosalind Brewer. Rosalind Brewer is the CEO of Walgreens and former COO of Starbucks and the former CEO of Sam's Club. or the great Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett. Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett is the lead scientist on the COVID-19 Moderna vaccine. These black figures represent the ways that African Americans continue to persevere, succeed, and create changes despite racism, oppression, and social injustice. Students will be inspired to know that they can succeed in this world and do amazing things.
She cannot be a hidden figure. She needs to be in textbooks. Little girls need to see her of all races. This is what's possible.
My recommendations is that I want to see broader representation of Black history and culture taught throughout grade levels. I recommend we start with what students shared they're interested in, which is Black people in history and important Black people today, Black culture media and important Black creations, and then expand the teaching of Black history and culture to have a broader view. We could also connect Black culture to the teaching of science and math, like the Black woman at NASA whose math calculations led to the first man in space. Let's start with guest speakers on Zoom and then in person, and then show videos and movies that are directed by Black people. We can focus on Black author book clubs with guest speakers who answer questions about their books. Schools should take action now more than ever because we shouldn't have the next generation not learning about Black history and culture.
Very simple. When you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, say something, do something, get in trouble, good trouble, necessary trouble.
It's Ashton. I just want to say thank you for watching my presentation on Black history and culture and why it's important to be taught in schools. I really hope you learned a lot from it because I know I did. There's so many great Black people that should be taught and hopefully that will be taught, and I hope that you try to advocate for Black history and culture to be taught in schools. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching this presentation, and I hope you have an amazing day.